EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for New Orleans.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Wilson. This is picked up by the Saints. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Jameis to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Seahawks nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
First down, a run with Hyde. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 58 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, left side here to Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 40.
Running with Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll move the chains. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
First down, Winston. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Kamara down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
25-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. 16 yards, a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Flushed out right. Here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Carlos
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Winston now. That'll be complete to Cook. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball. get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Free for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Wilson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on first down. Hyde. Oh, good move. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they're going to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Saints 17, Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 2.
They run it again with Kamara. The 27. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
That's another Saints first down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down throw for Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 24-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the...
Again, it's Kamara. Kamara forward. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This returnable for Harris. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run this with Homer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Hyde. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders.
Winston's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was taken down by
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Today's final score.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. This is called. It's Greg Olsen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Down Seattle.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
At the 44-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
By Marcus Davenport.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
He was taken.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Breeze. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Second and 5 from the 8.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
At the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. Him to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
At the 42-yard line.
This is Homer. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Going on the ground with Homer. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Seahawks first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They go screen pass to Hyde. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, that is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throw's going to be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They find Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From midfield, here's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 11 yards there, first down. Ground. This is Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's another Saints
Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Ford on the stop.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Breeze now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Sacked right around the 17. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he's going of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
37-yard line.
Now Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. This is Carson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Running with Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On the ground, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. they've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 38, Breeze. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Saints 13, Seahawks 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Breeze to throw. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hyde. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They run high, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 10th carry for Hyde. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The ball carrier.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll run this with Homer. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
It's now 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints
is a turnover on downs.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Again, this is Kamara. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He got it! The kick is good, and overtime he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.